Hello, this is Patrick from XPression. I'd like to show you a new feature in XPression Maps 3.2 and higher, the ability to make transparent maps. So I'm looking at my XPression template that I want to use for maps when I do an over-the-shoulder graphic. And as you can see, the over-the-shoulder graphic has an animated background. It's just a video that plays. When I put a map into it by default, I'm going to turn the placeholder layer on here. You can see that it kind of covers it up because it's opaque. I can see the ground, the water, everything else that goes in it. That's part of what the map template is. But the reality is I want this to be transparent. So let's take a look and see what that looks like inside XPression Maps. Here I am in XPression Maps, and you can see I've got the safe title markers up for an OTS graphic, and this will be one that fits into the graphic that I've made. Right now, the map style that I'm using has a background color for the ground, and you can see that's kind of a muddy-ish kind of tan color. Well, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change it. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change the alpha version of it down to 0 and click OK. And you can see right now it shows over black. In future versions we'll make this a checkerboard, but right now it's just a black background. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to go up to Style, Scene Properties. And from there I'm going to get a Scene Properties dialog box, and this is per scene. This is not global to the entire map system. I'm going to tell the system to use the alpha channel, and I'm going to tell the drawing is transparent. So now what I've got here is a map animation that I've built that's going to have some transparency to it where the black is. Basically the roads are what you're looking at here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this map, and I have it already saved here. It's saved as transparent street level map, and I'm going to say yes, I'm going to save this. The other thing I want to do is put this into my XPression Map server so that my MOS users can access it. So I'm going to Output, Manage Templates, and I have this in here. I'm just going to update this because it's already in the system. But I can see here I've got this. I'm telling it by the way I've updated it. It's a transparent street level map. I'm telling it to start at 1 second. The animation finishes at 7 seconds, and the overall is 10. So I basically have pre-roll and post-roll time for what I'm doing for this. I'm going to click Done. So now that's part of my system. Now let's go to the newsroom and see how all this is going to work. Okay, so now here I am in Inception Newsroom, and I've got my ActiveX plugin open for MOS. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to build a map that uses all this functionality. So I've got my OTS template up here, and you can see the position here. I'm going to go and launch my OTS, and I'm going to choose Maps, and my Maps server is going to launch for me, and I'm going to log into it. And I'm going to pick from my street maps, I'm going to do a new transparent street level map. And here you can see it's got the transparency level set. So let's say I'm going to go and I'm going to search for Universal City, Los Angeles, and I'm going to show the interchange of the 101 and the 170 and the 134. You guys probably know better names for this, but this is how I know it. The other thing I want to do is, let's say I want to zoom in just a little tighter to that, and I'm going to use some of the information layer stuff that's in here. I'm going to take the shield for the 101, I'm going to double click on it, it becomes an object for me. I'm going to put that on the road. I'm going to take the object for the 134 and put that out here so that I have it. And I'm also going to take the sign shield for the 170, which is up here, and I'm going to bring it down here and put it on so that people have some reference of what it is. And again, this is information level. It's not really on the map. It's something that lets the journalist at this point kind of put some information on the map itself. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to add some shapes too, because what I'm going to say is there's construction going on someplace. So I'm going to click my construction barrier. I'm going to click on the 101 a couple places. I'm going to take a pylon. I'm going to put it over on the 134. And I'm going to put another pylon over on 170. Great. So now I've got what I think I want from my maps. I'm going to go to my scene. I'm going to tell it that that's the final duration, so my final flight point. I'm going to preview it by clicking on that preview icon. So you're going to see it's going to tell me that it's doing a quick render so that I can see what I've got here. It's going to generate an MPEG-4. And again, this is normally going to be a lot faster. I will be, in all honesty, letting you know I'm running all of this on my local computer. So this kind of tells me what I'm working with. As far as speed. Normally in a regular system there'd be separate hardware for all this and it would be much faster. Okay, here's my preview, and again you can see that it zoomed into those particular pieces on the map, and again this is coming as a full preview so there won't be any background to see. But if I take this now, I'm going to save it. I'm naming it Transparent Street Level Map. I'm going to save it here. I'm going to put it into my OpenStreetMaps. Now I'm going to take my drag icon. I'm going to drag it into my XPression template. And you'll see down in my preview, you can see that it's getting ready and it's rendering that for me, and it's about ready to show me the actual preview. Downloading, and there's my map. So you can see that I can kind of get the outline of it. If I hit the stop button to rewind it and I click play, you'll see that it zooms in. You can see the animation playing in the background. It zooms in, and there's all my highway markers and all my traffic indicators, my construction barriers. The key of this is showing you that I can do transparency here inside of XPression Maps, and I get that in the final output that I send over to the XPression system. So that's transparency in XPression Maps 3.2 and higher.